this has been going on. It's also another recurrent issue. Prices of basic commodities such as vegetables, things that are grown in the Gambia locally, the prices will shoot up to the roof. I mean,
Well,
can you give us your perspective on this? I mean, when people say, well, things are now expensive, I mean, but they are not imported. They are within the country. They are grown in the country locally. So what is causing this price hike?
well, Mr. Balde, I will begin by laughing and said, I am personally affected by. People can ask my banker at EcoBank. He's loading money into my Wave account, even though me and Wave, we had our little issue, but we resolved it. So they are putting money into my account. I am personally affected as far as these price hikes are concerned. Okay? Because it is a duty and it's not an obligation for me, but I committed myself to be assisting certain individuals, and I'll never mention their name throughout these past years, even before I went back to Gambia and came back to America. In fact, the list has expanded. I don't wait for them to ask from me, no. Because I know I did some kind of data collection, survey, call it statistics, anything, on certain people who did not even know me. Because when you give zakat, you don't wait for the person to be so tired. Sometimes you can have information about somebody in a certain corner who is definitely facing difficulties as far as maintaining their family. I used to help them. So now these price hikes, you are saying, affects me directly, because let's say if I have 2-3 people in Kermbuguma, I'm just giving an example. I don't know how Kermbuguma came to my mind. And I knew somebody, when you go right inside the village, the first turn, the first right turn you take, and the first compound. Example, I'm just giving an example. This person needs help. He doesn't know me, but I use other people to collect data about certain individuals like that. I will find out how much a bag of rice costs, because I've committed to do that every Ramadan. I know that they may be feeling, you see, some people are poor in the Gambia, but as they say in Wolof, gorlañ, forollemo, korimbe. Even if you tell them, the bag of rice now I had is very expensive, they say, hey, no problem, Isa. The one, just send what you used to send, we will add on it. Because they don't want to make you feel bad. What I do is, this is why I'm breaking it down for you to know that I'm affected. I will go and know the real price of the bag of rice and send it to them through Wave. Then, I'll just say, in Fula, Kongo no mi ko nel du demi nel di madum, limala min di jox na la ko, ndalta menkele nga kele. Then they will know and start praying. Then they will go and buy something. So the prices, they keep increasing drastically. It's not about every day. These prices, sometimes they increase by the hour. What I want to advise some people who work in the government, particularly those who believe they're in support of the incumbent, let them stop seeing everything that somebody says about prices in the Gambia, about hardship, is against the system. That helps. You know what a person should do when Mr. Baldeh says it as a journalist? Don't get angry and start telling people, Gambia mambata, we are not tired. Well, you are not helping the president, because people know that is what you are saying is not true. What you should do is to walk around, collect data, find out who is suffering. Why do other countries, when it is time for Ramadan, you go to Egypt, you go to Saudi, you go to other places, you see very, 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 very long tables feeding the needy during the entire period of the Ramadan. On that note, okay, I will say the government has, in fact, the greater part to play is government. But, Mr. Baldeh, when we are to speak truth, what is the corporate world, the so-called corporate world, the private sector? What are they doing to help people who are poor? Nothing. I'm sorry to talk like that. And any one of them who does something would want everybody to know they are doing it. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what he taught us is, if you are giving zakat, try so that even your left hand will not see what the right hand is giving to the other person. Is it not what we were taught?
Exactly.
But some people want the projection. Okay? There are people of dignity. If you know, if they know you want to give them money, you want to give them rice, you want to give them oil, or do you want to film them, they will tell you, don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but I wish I would put a list of the people I do support with the help of Allah over the years. Some people will be shocked. But over my dead body, I will not do that. Because that means you are shocking the dignity of the individual, exposing them to be a needy, to be a pauper, to be a poor person who hasn't got food and should be fed. I will not do that. So the people who increase the prices today, Gambia, we say we are about 95 to 96% Muslim, isn't it?
Yes.
Are you going to tell me that all the business people in the Gambia, the one who will order food and bring it, are they Christians? All those who are given licenses, enjoying tax exemptions, you will hear the names Usman, Abu Bakar, Muhammad, Essa, Ibrahim. You don't hear Robert and you don't hear Reverend. No. It's the Muslims themselves who increase these prices. You see them, they go to the mosque. The Imam is praying, as I always tease them. Will recite a very beautiful Fatiha. You see them like that. Ameen. You are saying Ameen. In your mind, you are thinking of increasing the bag of onion, the bag of flour, the bag of potato, the bag of sugar, and the jerry cans of whatever, the containers of oil, whilst you are in that mosque. In that mosque, you go to pray. Friday, you are going home. They meet you. I will champion some of the imams that I know. Okay? I don't want to mention names. I've seen imams who put a lot of money in their warambas, giving alms and charity to people who are asking for charity at their mosque every Friday. To a point where I had to give something little to that imam one day and say, please add this to what you do. So the problem of the Gambia, leadership is part of it. But there is another thing about also the attitudes of the people. It is the Muslims themselves, Mr. Ebrima Baldeh, who order that food. All the business people whose names are known in the Gambia, they all go to the mosque. They are all Muslim. The people who are selling in the market, okay? Selling jahatu, the bitter tomato, selling rice, selling everything. All those people, if you go there, Khadijata, Fatimata, Kumba, Penda, and all that. All of them pray behind a mosque. So sorry, behind an imam. So who increases the prices?
What do you think should be the way forward? Because this has been a recurrent issue. Ramadan in, Ramadan out. Each time, the prices of basic commodities or prices of food items are usually high.
Where we talk about the realities now, when it's about management, governance, self-reliance, that goes beyond the petty trader at the market. We will never get out of this cycle of being beggars, suffering, and then eating bad food, ordered food. Sometimes, if we don't have efficient operational policies, we will not. Because sometimes you wonder, the lifeline of a nation, for me, there are only 3 or 4. Agriculture, security, health, education. So sometimes you wonder, how can certain people like this, I forgot the company, they call it National Food Quality, whatever assurance. You know the acronym? National Food Security, something. I hear them.
Food safety, something like that. Yeah, I also forgot it.
Those institutions should be scrapped. I still don't know why we have National Environment Agency and Ministry of Environment getting that budget. I still don't understand that particular department, National Food Quality. Why are they still in the Gambia? I don't understand that. Those, if I were to be a president, these are some of the institutions. They don't even need to wait for me to assume office. Let them just go. Because these are the things we should repossess as budgets, redirect it to a special project. Not the Ministry of Agriculture, a special project to be headed by somebody who is completely independent, and the president will empower that person to make sure that mechanized agriculture takes precedence. Okay? Look at Burkina Faso. During his early days, one of the meetings he held, he told the ministers that if I go home today, I am going to raise some chicken. You do the same thing. Everybody did the same thing in Burkina. Within a month or so, they did not order any eggs into Burkina Faso. Because if every household has chicken and then people will eat 10 to 20, and then you are producing them in your house, why are you going to buy? The food we consume in the Gambia, it is more of poison than food. I have lived through it. They can go to the records of Medicare. 2017, I almost died. Ate food there, which was bought from one of the supermarkets, and ate food at the house. I almost died. I was vomiting something white. And then the worst part is some Gambians, they don't believe in the Allah at all. Anything that starts, Madu dañ la laal, kuma laal. Nobody touched me, nobody did khatim or dabar or no. Dama leka lu bon. That's it. I went to the hospital, they gave me medicine, and I was fine.